Fashion knows no borders, and our neighbours didn't disappoint. Our Glam Watch team took to the South African Film and Television Awards to rub shoulders with the who's who in the film industry. We will also get to sit down for a chat with David Alford in between his New York shows, and as usual, a dose of Glam news. In another night of glitz, elegance and celebrity fun, the Glam Watch team took to the 2017 South African Film and Television Awards red carpet. Held at Sun City, the awards were a must-see and the head-turning fashion was absolutely exquisite. Check out who we caught up with.
Glam Watch brings you South African Film and Television Awards 2017 right here in Sun City, where we bring you the glam and the glitz from the red carpet as we go in and check out who did what in the Film and Television Awards. Sun City and Dinat Sophie Tinovares SAFTAS 11th edition.
Yes, 11th edition. Thank
Are
you so
you
much
nominated?
No, I'm just here to support. Yeah. All the best to everybody who's nominated, and may the best people win.
What are you looking forward to tonight?
Into engilangazelelayo nje ukuba stage expressing South Africa and taking South Africa to the world, you know what I mean? I think for me that's the most important thing in our native languages, and us being proudly black and proud, you know, all the way, yeah.
What brings you to SAFTAS 11th edition?
I always come as often as I can. You get to hobnob with like big wigs in the industry.
I know,
Come on now.
and you dressed glamorous tonight.
Very
What's
much.
the red dress about?
The color or the dress itself?
Everything about the dress.
I love red. I love red. And a diva has to wear red once in a while. This is Sun Goddess. My jewelry is, of course, frankly wild.
Yeah.
Always and always. And my hair is Indique.
Yeah.
Indique SA.
SAFTAS 11th edition. You look glamorous.
Thanks.
What are you dressed in? What do we call this?
This is a Tumi original made by Brenda Kambule of Inspired. And I love that she calls her clothes inspired, because I literally, before she makes me a dress, I walk in and I go, brains, I want to feel.
Look who's behind you.
No, but always there. Always there. Always there.
You're like a
Always.
silent partner.
Yeah, he's that guy.
I am silent. I have a button. You know, I'm not going to tell you where that button is, but yes, if you press that button, I can be loud.
I wouldn't
Right now,
still
I'm
be.
silent.
I wouldn't still be in this industry if he wasn't there.
Right,
He does that all the time.
But you
That's
guys
the
have
only
done
reason I'm
well.
still standing.
You've done well. And this is the 11th edition. What is your take home after tonight?
I beg your pardon?
Our take home for tonight.
Our take home.
Yes,
Well, an
you know
award,
what's happened?
hopefully.
Let's be honest, for the past 11 years of the SAFTAS, we've had a production that's nominated where we've either written on it, or we've acted in it, or we've had some or produced on it.
Correct.
So this year, we're not here as producers. Last year we were here as producers. This year I'm here as a presenter and a writer, and he is here as a writer as well with a production that's nominated, so it's exciting.
I mean, I think it's just a reflection of what the South African
Yeah.
industry is and what an art means to be an artist in South Africa.
Yeah.
Adorned by the goddess. Doesn't she look like a goddess? What are you looking forward to tonight? Congratulations for the nomination.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to collecting my golden horn. And I've been in the game for 10 years, and this effectively will be my very first television award. I work hard. The Big Debate is a show that has made a difference in people's lives for the last decade, and I'm truly honored to be nominated. We're all about creating content that really changes the trajectory of the lives of Africans and putting Africa on the map.
It's always great to have Orang here.
Thank you.
And you're looking glamorous right here on the SAFTAS again.
Oh, my girl just walked. Okay.
Oh yeah, let's have your girl. Let's have your girl. There we go. You ladies look glamorous tonight.
Thank you.
SAFTAS 11th edition. Last year was even glamorous, but
Yes.
you guys just nailed it again.
Why
Yeah.
are you not nominated?
I know. No, we nail it. We nail it every
Let's
year.
ask her.
Now,
Why
we
not
nail it
nominated?
every year. It's fun. I mean, to come celebrate what we do, film and
Yeah.
television, is always quite a thing.
Yeah.
How was the performance?
Performance was amazing. I had the best dance crew in the city right now. Had the best band. Shout out to Slubi, the MD. It was amazing. It's just what I needed. Just that ego booster. This is Kuli China, the Mutsok originator, Mr. Absolute, Mr. China Power, and you're watching ZTN. Peace.
I'm going to ask you a random question, right?
Right.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever done on set?
Wow.
I guess stealing someone else's side and then ripping off their name and then keeping it for myself when I've lost mine. Hi, this is Ola Nombona and you are watching the Glam Watch on ZTN.
The queen of talk show, the one and only. Everybody gets a car. Not yet. This is how we feel. Congratulations on the awards. I mean, Anele, you're a mother, you're a businesswoman, and being in such, it's so hectic. How do you juggle all of that?
I don't. I just do whatever's presented in front of me. So it's not like this thing, I'm like, oh my word, I have to be a mother today for 4 hours. You know, sometimes I'm not a mother in 24 hours. Sometimes I don't see my son. But it's fine. There's structures put around everything I do. Being a mother actually makes you want more. Society tells you not to want more. Being a mother, inherently, like the DNA that is released into your body after you become a mother, you want more.
How are you feeling tonight?
I feel like this is the night that I've been waiting for the world to recognize my work and to also appreciate it and enjoy it.
Mr. Masamula, congratulations. I mean, it's been 20 years.
It's effort. It's really effort. And I'm grateful that everybody recognizes the effort put in.
And of course, about tonight, what are you looking forward to? Winning?
I'm looking forward to scooping both the awards that I'm nominated for. Thank you very much for watching the work in Zimbabwe. I was very shocked when I was at the Big Falls and you guys knew all my work. So it just goes to show that this is also a part of the same.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. It's always great to spend time with my peers. And you know what? We need this platform just to be validated as artists. We work hard. Well, for me personally, it's the year of the woman in film and television. So it's all about recognizing and celebrating. I'm in shock, happy, grateful. I am so happy. I've worked so hard. The women in my category were just as good. This is just really an instrument to show that anything is possible.
Best supporting act? Yes. How are you feeling?
I'm very happy. It's a relief now. It's my second win. Last year I won for something.
Well, you got to remember what you won. If you're looking back, well done for winning.
Thank you so much.
What to take home?
What's my
take home for tonight?
From tonight?
Yep.
I guess Black excellence is celebrated tonight, and I'm glad to be part of that Black excellence today.
Congratulations for winning the Best Presenter Award.
Thank you so much. I feel amazing. I feel warm inside. I feel vindicated. I feel grateful. I am excited. I am happy. I am grateful. We need to show more of us being happy. We need to show more happy endings in marriage and in love. And for you guys to love what we do and for you guys to watch it all the time, we are eternally grateful.
How does that feel to be actually the winner?
Thank you so much. It feels amazing. It feels encouraging. It feels refreshing. It feels good to know that it's not in vain. You know, that I'm on the right track.
How is it like being the panel of judges for the awards?
It's difficult. The talent is strong. But you have to make a decision. What's nice is the system employed doesn't allow any bias. It's not based on hype. It's literally designed to judge and recognize talent. We want to tell more heritage stories, more Southern African stories. We want to create more synergy between Southern African countries, allowing us to produce more of our content. Sanmonani, Siyabonga, keep on supporting us. Tatenda and Chazokwana.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight has been about
the red carpet to the backstage where we saw those that did well and won awards.
Celebrating TV, film and art.
Right here at the SAFTAS 2017.
At Sun City, the one and only Unguzagababa in Tombiona at Tekwa. I am signing out. My name is Mboma Hawks.
And I'm Nico.
Good night.
Hi, I'm David Alford and you're watching Glam Watch on ZTN.
A Zimbabwean fashion designer making big waves is David Alford, who recently announced that he was invited to showcase his brand, David Alford Harare, at the New York Fashion Week at their 2017 Autumn-Winter collection. Having showcased in Ghana, Kenya and Paris, the brand makes history by becoming the first locally based designer to be invited to the event. We got to sit down for a chat with him.
When I got the invite to New York, I thought it was spam. I nearly deleted it from my email because I just thought it was a joke. We'd actually got invited to Cape Town in October, November. So that was kind of meant to be like our first show of this year. This was where we were meant to launch the collection. That's another reason why we weren't ready for New York, because our schedule moved by like 2 months forward. But no, when we got the invite to New York, I did think it was a joke. And even when I emailed them back, and they emailed me back and sent me the info, I still was I was like, well, you've got the wrong email address or something. You've got the wrong designer. I think it all sunk in probably when I looked at everything that we had to do. Packaging, PR, invitations, the sheer amount of work that we had to do for it was the moment that I was like, okay, this is real. Better get some sewing done. It wasn't until one of my interns actually turned around to me and said, "Oh, you're the first one. Do you realise what a big deal this is?" And they were like, "You're very calm about it. Like, you don't really seem fazed about it." And then, yeah, people kept saying it to me, "You're the first one, you're the first one, you're going to New York, and all of this stuff." And then I was like, okay, guys, like, thanks for giving me some, like, pressure now. So, yeah, I definitely wanted to go, and I knew that I had to go and do well and come back, and so that everyone was going to be happy as in with what I did, because if I did rubbish, I think, yeah, I wonder what people here would have said. Do you know what? I actually didn't see any other shows in New York. I really didn't. I literally did my show and then I went and hid in the hotel room for like the rest of the night, and then just took myself off. And I needed it. We were so exhausted. It was such a short amount of time. And I started developing the ideas and everything, realised that I actually needed to get the fabric produced in London. So we had to get everything sent across to London, get everything sent back. I had to actually go and have meetings in London to get the fabric printed, then come back. So by the time I got back, we actually had 10 days. So yeah, it was completely insane. The inspiration behind Autumn Winter was called On the Precipice. So it was about the death of the Great Barrier Reef. So I wanted to portray that cycle between birth and death. Creatively, the zone that I'm in now, I don't really know. What we did for Autumn Winter 2017 was everything was new. The silhouettes were new, we worked with print, we worked with graphics, we had to develop all of the prints on using software, so there was a lot of getting used to doing that. Embroidery, we created our own embroidery, so it was basically every single thing we did was new. And we had a very short space of time to do it. So it felt very nice and it felt very genuine doing that collection. It came from a very genuine place and everything literally just fell into my lap regarding inspiration and stuff. So next collection I'd like to kind of keep the same vibe going on. I really enjoyed working with the detail and print, but I don't know, maybe we'll start venturing into laser cutting, or 3D printing is also something I want to start looking into. My all-time favourite collection? I don't have one. They've all been so different. They've all been completely different, and we always try and do new things. We've just got back from Mercedes-Benz Cape Town Fashion Week, which was amazing. Again, completely different to New York Fashion Week. We've just been invited back to show again at New York Fashion Week in September. And then there's possibly Mercedes-Benz Joburg after that. But we'll see, that's kind of in the pipeline. The show's in Cape Town. I really wanted to see David Talley's show. I saw the images from his show. It looked like he did a very nice collection. I didn't make it. Mil Colleen had a nice collection. But David Tlali's interns, I think, were by far the most creative and the most exciting and the most intricate with some of the work that they were doing, like from a technical aspect. So yeah, I really enjoyed their show. It was great. I was born and bred in the UK. I studied fashion in the UK, and I moved to Zim 6 years ago. I was going through some personal things at the time, and I just basically had enough of London. I grew up there, I'd studied there, I was just tired of it. So I just wanted to go somewhere, and an opportunity to come to Zim cropped up. So I took it, jumped at it actually, and came out, and it was just very good for me at the time to move to a country that I didn't necessarily understand, that was so far removed from what I was used to. So it was actually good for me to get out of my comfort zone, and I've just decided to stay. I don't really think it matters where you're from. I don't think any designer is ever put out there as being of a certain nationality. I mean, you know, you don't really hear many people saying the German designer Karl Lagerfeld, or, you know, people, it's just the name. It doesn't really matter where you are, it's what you're doing, and I think that's more important. I have been put as a Zimbabwean designer now. I've kind of been adopted, which is quite nice. Your work's got to speak for itself. Advantages of working in Zim is it's quiet. I feel like I get a lot done here. I don't think I would necessarily get as much work done elsewhere as being here, and I don't know why. But a disadvantage is that the fashion industry here really needs to step up. It really needs to step its game up. And it's the responsibility of designers. I think designers here have got to take their work more seriously. And also the people that organise events, that would organise shows that are going on in Zim, I think they just need to make sure that they've got things more on point. Because it is very hard for a designer to be in Zim and function fully on Zimbabwe. That's why we've had to progress to an international market. When Elle contacted me, I thought it was spam again. So no, it's nice. It's nice from a designer perspective. You know, everything is always, the whole process is always almost forgotten. People see the end result on the runway, and they don't actually think about anything that's gone into it. They might think, oh, that fabric's cool. And then, you know, people will be like, oh, that fabric's cool, where did you get it from? And you're like, well, we made it. It took us 2 days to make that bit bigger fabric. And it gives people understand it a lot more. So it was very important for me to actually get that across. And it just so happened Elle magazine was the tool that we could do that. It's so nice to actually move to a country, move from one country to another country and be totally accepted. I mean, when I first started showing in Zimbabwe, everyone was like, your work is this, your work is that, your work is so different. And it just didn't really make sense to me, because I thought, well, I'm just doing what I've always done, how I was taught to do fashion and how I've interpreted that to my own means. That's just what I do. So I didn't really understand why people were so excited about it. But no, it's great to actually be a Zimbabwean designer, or I don't shy away from that at all. I'm kind of quite proud of that. That's a wrap, folks.
Welcome to this week's edition of Newsflash. It's a mixed bag as usual, and we will unpack it for you. First Next up, when fiction is stranger than the truth, we get our investigative glasses on and separate chaff from the grain. Figure this. T-Bird Touch, one of Metro FM's biggest personalities, left Metro for the slightest of irritations. And what happens soon after? He gets signed by beverage company and leading brand Cavassier. Well, that all seems fair and fine. In fact, that's the way it should go, right? Leave one station and start your own? Touch HD, right? But when B follows the same exact script and leaves Metro FM over some flimsy crybaby-like excuse, and she immediately, in T-Bird Touch style, signs for, that same Cavassier, something is definitely up, and we can't help but wonder. These two have definitely come a long way since their days on live, and my oh my has T-Bird Touch's style evolved. We definitely must say, money looks good on you, Mr. Touch HD. Amara Brown had a wonderful time on the 10 out of 10 national tour. We all saw the pictures that 10 Diamond posted regularly on social media. Wait, 10 Diamond? Yes, that tour was actually called the 10 out of 10 tour because it was 10's tour. He wanted to promote his new single and also introduce elements of his new songs to his fans around the country. So he gathers a few of his hip-hop friends like Simba Tags, Take Fizzo and Taiwan the Tai, among others. This is absolute good news for hip-hop.
Hippie, 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 TikTok, hippie, hippie.
Which needs a serious national jolt for wide recognition and acceptance, the same way Zim Dancehall has taken over.
Television, high definition, Mama Papo, Shama Puta Singapour, Taganomira Mama Papo.
Dovachkira bonzo nekuonda kudai.
Mama Papo.
But then, on his hip-hop tour, we see the inclusion of Miss Zimbabwean Bay almost look-alike wannabe, courtesy of the Happy Smurf himself. Her stage presence is next to none, and her outfits never disappoint either. However, a little canary sings in our ears that 10 and Amara have a thing going on, but of course that's just gossip, and so it was natural that when 10 cooked up the tour, he had to get his new favorite dish in tow. And since 2 is company, we guess they had a ton of happiness and the sickest tour. Are we making it red carpet official, guys? We are dying to know, but wait, it's just gossip, right? Right in the heart of the USA, a model is claiming to be pregnant by Drake. And Drake is having none of it, saying she is hoping she is pregnant by me. Not the first time a rapper has had to fend off such claims. Never mind that Drake has rubbished her claims as an attention-seeking ploy, while seeing as the model, in particular, is an Instagram model. Could we say Mr. Drake is far from the truth? We will perhaps get a picture clearer than a pregnancy scan in a court as behold, the model who is a retired porn star and was hanging out with Drake after his split from Jennifer Lopez. Well, after a supposed romance which no one can prove since nothing seems to have come out of it. No controversy on tours and nightclubs, no pregnancy suspicions. Drab. But really, Drake, from J-Lo to Solo, not a bad rebound, Drake, but I mean, Jenny from the block is one hella hot mama. But judge for yourself.
I'm sleek.
I guess when Nicki thought she had had enough drama in her personal and professional career, up pops a blast from the past in the human form of an ex-lover and producer who is not wanting her back. No, but claiming his ka-chang-chang, apparently from writing some of her hits during their cozy time. Dude claims he was getting laid and so never thought he would need to get paid. May I take the pleasure to introduce Safari, Nicki's ex. Care to tell us how much Nicki owes you?
She's denying that she owes you anything.
Well, that's, of course she's gonna say that, but what I'm saying.
What's the number that you want? Like, how much money do you want from her? 2 million? 5 million? What do you want? Okay, you'll figure it out.
You don't even know how to pronounce these words in my rap.
Listen, man, be humble. You ain't got that much going on, just be humble.
Safari is that bitter ex who won't let you have it all. Dude, when you got laid, you didn't think you'd have to get paid, huh? Well, welcome to the real world. There's such a thing as acting out of love for your loved one, and yours may be described as a case of sour grapes. Our message, step aside, bruv, and let the girls do their thing. that's all we have for you this episode. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms. Until next time, bye for now.